Hello everyone. So just to tie a bow on my last video, my commentary on Teflon Don, how Trump states that he could do whatever he wants. Oh, by the way, welcome to Saber Talk. Actually, it's a very nice day now, kind of hot. But anyway, I say this all the time, like the psychology of Donald Trump. I mean, Donald Trump probably in his mind thinks he's a god of some sort, right? And I understand it. Like, take a look at the man's life, right? I mean, he said that before the election that I could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and people would still like me. He goes through life without consequences. Now, try to I don't know if empathize would be the right word, but try to imagine in his mind how you would think. Take a look at this man's life. Born with a silver spoon, gold spoon. His father, builder, and in New York City, and he actually, you can give him that. I mean, he went the extra mile with Donald Trump. His father, Fred Trump, excuse me, actually focused on the boroughs in Brooklyn and Queens, and mostly Queens. And then Donald Trump wanted to get more into Manhattan, and which he did. And by the way, Donald Trump was never a major player. I mean, here again, it's the lie. Like I'm a just developer and all this. Not at all. He's got 5 buildings in New York City, right? Trump Tower, which is gross, and a couple of other buildings. But he's no Robert Moses. There are people with hundreds of buildings. 5. All right. So Donald Trump, here you go. He got all the money in the world. And this incredibly privileged man. He's born, okay, first of all, he's born in the United States, born into wealth. He's white, he's Caucasian, he's male, he's handsome, very handsome guy. He's tall. He's basically got it all. So his life has always been whatever Donald wants, Donald gets. Donald goes to private schools. Donald gets to go to an Ivy League school, Wharton School, and he's not smart. He doesn't have the credentials, but it doesn't matter in Donald's world. I don't have to be smart. I don't have to work. I don't have to read books. By the way, I had a video recorded. Donald Trump has never read a book in his life. Never read a book in its entirety in his life. He doesn't read. Doesn't read at all. Doesn't even read the paper. He talks about the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal, but he doesn't read. We have a dummy in the White House. I'll call him. I'll say not dummy. He's shrewd. He's street smart. Like I compare him to like a John Gotti. Like yeah, we got a gangster in the White House. So anyway, in Donald Trump's world, whatever you want, you get. Because I'm special. I think I'm God in Donald Trump's mind. So listen, I am great looking and I have all this money in the world, and let's see, I'm gonna open up a casino. That sounds good. Casino, sexy casinos down in Atlantic City. Of course, they go bankrupt, whatever. But I like hot chicks. I wanna date women, most beautiful women in the world. I mean, whatever you're into. I'm not into their, like you see his first wife, what is it, Ivana? And then the other one, Marla Maples. This one here, Melania, is very pretty. But yeah, the sexy, hot women in his thing, and like everything's like a little kid with a little game. Like, oh, I like women. Let's beauty contest. As this, it's like he's this 9-year-old. If you ever go back and see that Twilight Zone episode where this little kid is running the world, you know? Like, he doesn't care. There are no consequences. Like, this is like a fantasy of an adolescent boy, right? Like, oh, I want hot chicks, and I want a plane with my name on it. I want a 747. I want to buy Greenland. Let's see. What else is on the list? Oh, you know what? I want to be president of the United States. I want to be president. I want to be president. Yeah, so... and everything. And by the way, I want dictatorial powers. I want to be president. I could say whatever I want. I could shoot you on Fifth Avenue and there are no consequences. I could do it with impunity. That's Donald Trump's world. It's like a fantasy. What are the odds of someone having that life? 1 in a trillion, literally. You think about it, right? 1 in a trillion. You know? The odds are incredible. No one has a life like that. Nobody. But, you know, he's going to be, there's going to be a rude awakening because he's going to die one day, you know. I mean, like natural causes. I'm not saying someone's going to assassinate him, or that may happen. But listen, we're people. We're human beings. We're monkeys, monkey people, primates, and we all die. We're all going to get sick and die, and then he has to live with himself. Like he's this monster, and like, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack. I'm dying, and I'm actually not a god, am I? And then he has to answer to his maker, God, right? I would not want to be Donald Trump. Okay, people, Tabor Talk.